Wednesday. Oh boy, Wednesday. Thanks for checking out the Silver Report Market Review, where we take a look at the headlines that move the markets. On Monday, the markets closed down. The Dow was down 389 points, the S&P closed down 35 points, and the Nasdaq closed down 95 points. The markets faced a lot of international pressure on Monday. In Hong Kong, protesters sat in at the Hong Kong airport, one of the busiest airports in the world. The protests caused 130 flights to be canceled. In Argentina, the country's default risk jumped after an unexpected election result, and we had Goldman Sachs predicting a drag on the U.S. economy moving forward. TechCrunch released a story that Postmates plans to file for an IPO in September. That should be interesting. On Tuesday, the market spiked up after the White House announced it would delay tariffs on certain Chinese goods. The Dow was up 372 points, the S&P was up 422 points, and the Nasdaq was up 152 points. Video game consoles, laptops, cell phones, and monitors are a few of the products that will receive a tariff delay. The news was seen as good news for Apple, and its stock jumped up 4%. We got news that after years of off-again, on-again merger talks, CBS and Viacom have agreed to merge, enter another company into the streaming wars. In earnings, TLRY missed EPS estimates by 5 cents but beat revenue estimates by $5.6 million, growing revenue by 371% year over year. JD.com beat EPS estimates by 25 cents and revenue estimates by $970 million. On Wednesday, the markets fell hard. The Dow closed down 800 points, the S&P closed down 85 points, and the Nasdaq closed down 242 points. Investors blame the inverted yield curve, or short-term yields, rising above long-term yields for the massive sell-off. In other news, WeWork filed papers for its IPO. The company is looking to raise $1 billion. In earnings, Canopy Growth Company missed EPS estimates by $3.29 Canadian and revenue estimates by $21.2 million Canadian. Revenue did increase by 249% year over year. Tencent reported an EPS and revenue miss. The company reported revenue of $25 million US and EPS of 77 cents US. Cisco beat EPS estimates by a penny and revenue estimates by $40 million. And Macy's missed EPS estimates by 17 cents and revenue of $5.5 billion was in line with analyst estimates. On Thursday, the markets were mixed, with the Dow closing up 99 points, the S&P closing up 7 points, and the Nasdaq closing down 7 points. In news that could have kept the markets down for a second day, the accountant who blew the whistle on Bernie Madoff made a claim that General Electric is committing accounting fraud, bigger than WorldCom and Enron, he explains. GE was down 11% on the news. Walmart's earnings helped propel the markets on Thursday. Walmart reported an EPS beat of 5 cents and a revenue beat of $1 billion. Alibaba also added some strength to the markets by posting a revenue and EPS beat. The company beat revenue estimates by $880 million and EPS estimates by 34 cents. Nvidia beat EPS estimates by 9 cents and revenue estimates by $30 million. And Applied Materials beat EPS estimates by 4 cents and revenue estimates by $30 million. On Friday, the Dow was up 306 points, the S&P was up 41 points, and the Nasdaq was up 129 points. The word of the day was stimulus. Germany, Canada, and China all put out possible solutions to fend off a recession. Overall, the markets were down on the week. Wednesday's 800-point drop was just too much to bounce back from. Deere & Co. reported earnings, missing EPS estimates by 13 cents, but beating revenue by $660 million. In crypto news, Bitcoin was unable to sustain the momentum off the $9,000 level of support. After hitting $12,000, it's been moving back down. Bitcoin was trading at $10,453 at the time of this recording. Ethereum traded below its $200 level of support and was trading at $185.77 at the time of this recording. The same goes for Litecoin, which was trading at $75.45 below the $80 support level. And Ripple was trading at 26 cents, around a level of support from September 2018. Crude oil closed the week at $54.90 per barrel, up from last week's close. A big winner for the week was Atreca BCEL. It was up 24% after a strong earnings report. A big loser for the week, Banco Marco BMA, was down 49% on the week after default fears in Argentina. Just a reminder, a link to our weekend article in Focus is in the description below. Also, any headlines you want to read more about, the link to the full story is also in the description below. Thanks again for checking out the Silver Report's Market Review. This channel is dedicated to anyone who wants to start investing but doesn't know how or where to start. If you have any questions, ask in the comment section, like and subscribe, and may your next investment be your best investment. See you next week.